Major historical events that occurred on November 20th include the start of the Nuremberg trials, the launch of the first International Space Station module, and the release of Microsoft Windows 1.0. Major historical events. In 1789, New Jersey became the first U.S. state to ratify the Bill of Rights. In 1815, the Second Treaty of Paris was signed, officially ending the Napoleonic Wars and imposing new conditions on France following Napoleon's final defeat. In 1820, the American whaling ship Essex was attacked and sunk by an 80-ton sperm whale, 2,000 miles off the coast of South America. The incident partly inspired Herman Melville's novel, Moby Dick. In 1910, Russian author Leo Tolstoy died of heart failure at a remote train station. In 1917, the British military launched a surprise attack at the Battle of Cambrai, marking the first time tanks were used effectively and in large numbers in warfare. In 1945, the Nuremberg trials began, prosecuting high-ranking Nazi officials for war crimes committed during the Holocaust and World War II. In 1947, Princess Elizabeth, later Queen Elizabeth II, married Philip Mountbatten at Westminster Abbey in London. In 1962, President John F. Kennedy announced the end of the U.S. naval quarantine blockade of Cuba, effectively concluding the Cuban Missile Crisis after the Soviet Union agreed to remove its IL-28 bombers. In 1969, a group of Native American activists, including members of the American Indian Movement, began a 19-month occupation of Alcatraz Island to protest the U.S. government's treatment of Native peoples. In 1975, General Francisco Franco, the longtime dictator of Spain, died in Madrid. In 1985, Microsoft released the first version of its Windows operating system, Windows 1.0, which featured a graphical user interface. In 1998, the first module of the International Space Station, ISS, the Russian-built Zarya control module, was launched into orbit. Other notable events. In 1866, Howard University was founded in Washington, D.C. In 1923, African-American inventor Garrett Morgan was granted a patent for his three-position traffic signal, an important development in automobile safety. In 1968, the Farmington mine disaster occurred in West Virginia, where 78 miners were killed in an explosion, leading to the Federal Coal Mine Health and Safety Act of 1969. In 1979, Islamic extremists seized control of the Grand Mosque in Mecca, Saudi Arabia, initiating a 2-week siege. In 1992, a major fire erupted at Windsor Castle in England, causing extensive damage to the historic royal residence. In 2022, the FIFA World Cup began in Qatar, the first time the tournament was held in the Middle East. Well, that wraps up another episode. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and click that bell to be reminded when the next episode is ready to watch.